Could anime's greatest detective escape Sword Art Online? L is known as one of, if not the greatest detective in anime, and with him and Kira's legendary game of cat and mouse, I thought it would be cool to see what a hypothetical version of Sword Art Online would have looked like if L was the hero of the story. Also, I just want to clarify that in this version of the story, Kayaba is going to be the one who's more so controlling of Sword Art Online. The cardinal system is still going to reinforce everything, but in this version, Kayaba is going to be the one that is setting up group raids, making sure certain players survive and other players die. Just stuff like that. The cardinal system is still going to be at play, but yeah, just in this version, Kayaba is going to have more of an impact in this hypothetical story. So let's get into it. Act 1. The player who never leveled up. Within the first week of Sword Art Online, players noticed something odd. There was a man who never joined boss raids, never spent time grinding for better gear, and never talked unless someone talked to him first. He stayed in safe zones for hours, sitting in taverns, crouched on rooftops, quietly watching other players move and react. His player name was L. Most players in Sword Art Online knew one rule: if you don't get stronger, you die. So seeing someone who didn't level up at all made no sense. People assumed L was scared, lazy, or already dead in spirit. Some thought he wouldn't last long, but L wasn't ignoring the game, he was studying it. He treated SAO like a crime scene. Every panic, every argument, every mistake told him something. While others chased levels, L gathered information. He learned who made smart choices under stress and who fell apart when things went wrong. L understood something most players didn't yet. Rushing forward without understanding the rules was more dangerous than staying still. Act 2. Watching instead of fighting. While most players focused on staying alive, L focused on something else: how people behaved. He paid attention to who panicked when someone died, who learned from mistakes the fastest, how the game punished players for bad decisions, and how the world reacted when players did something unexpected. Very early on, L noticed something disturbing. The game didn't react naturally, it reacted intentionally. Some outcomes were clearly encouraged, while some deaths felt like they were supposed to happen. Which that meant one thing: someone was controlling the world. Act 3. The player who never got in the way. One player stood out to L more than anyone else: Heathcliff. Not because he was strong, but because he was always perfectly placed. Whenever things started to fall apart, Heathcliff showed up. The situation calmed down, and the game continued as normal, which made L come to a quiet conclusion. This player functions like a reset button. Heathcliff never arrived too early or too late. He didn't steal attention or glory, he simply appeared when things might break completely. To most players, this felt reassuring, but to L, it felt wrong. Real heroes make mistakes. Heathcliff didn't. He acted less like a trapped player and more like a safety system, someone who existed to keep the story on track. And stories don't exist in real worlds, only in designed ones. Act 4. The test. L didn't confront Heathcliff, instead he tested him. L secretly spread incomplete but believable information about a future boss fight, details that should not reach Heathcliff. But when the time came, Heathcliff adjusted his strategy anyway. Not late, not cautiously, perfectly. For the first time in months, L smiled and thought to himself, so the system fixes itself through you. This was the moment L moved from guessing to knowing. Heathcliff reacted to information he should not have had, and that meant the game was correcting itself through him. L had seen this before, just not in a game. It was the same way criminals slip up when they know too much. Knowledge reveals position, and Heathcliff had just revealed his. Step 2. Forcing the game to break. L didn't try to expose Heathcliff, he made Heathcliff necessary. L organized many small, safe guilds to act strangely, refusing to fight bosses, skipping floors, choosing not to progress. The world designed to move forward began to decay, and just like L expected, Heathcliff stepped in, not to save the players, but to save the game. L knew attacking the system directly would fail, so instead, he starved it. SAO needed progress to justify itself. Without forward motion, its purpose fell apart. Heathcliff's reaction confirmed everything. He wasn't protecting people, he was protecting the idea of the world itself, and only the creator would care about that. Step 3. The proof. L met Heathcliff alone. He didn't accuse him of being Akihiko Kayaba, instead he said something worse. If this world can survive without you guiding it, then it was never real to begin with. Kayaba reacted with anger, and L knew then for sure. A creator argues, a normal player wouldn't. Kayaba believed deeply in his world, and being told it was fake struck at the heart of everything he stood for. His emotional response gave him away. Truth doesn't need defending unless it's fragile. Step 4. The logic trap. L explained it simply. If this world is real, players must be free to choose. If the world needs control, it isn't truly real. If it isn't real, it has no right to kill people. And if it has no right to kill, then the experiment failed. And L delivers the final point. Failed experiments must be ended, not by force, but by logic. Kayaba had no counter. L didn't attack him as a villain, he attacked the idea itself. And once the idea fell apart, the world followed. Step 5. The choice. Kayaba had only 2 options. Keep SAO running and admit it was cruel, or end SAO and preserve the idea behind it. Kayaba didn't care about winning, he cared about the truth, and L had proven something undeniable. The moment Kayaba interfered, SAO stopped being a real world. The logout. There was no warning, no final battle, just a message no player had ever seen before. This world has concluded. Players froze, then disappeared. Aftermath. Every player logged out safely. No final boss, no heroic sacrifice, no legend, just survival. Kayaba turned himself in soon after, not because he lost, but because he understood. Later, someone asked L, "How did you make him stop?" Which L answered, "I didn't make him stop, I showed him that he already had." But yeah, this is just the hypothetical version of what it would have looked like if L was the protagonist of Sword Art Online. If you guys like this style of video, then maybe I can do a hypothetical version of what if Light Yagami was trapped in Sword Art Online, or maybe I can do it with other anime characters as well. I see a lot of people doing these style of videos for other TV shows, but I've never seen anyone do it for Sword Art Online. Some other ideas I had were, what if Asuna died in Sword Art Online? Or what if Kirito and Asuna never left Sword Art Online? Just stuff like that. I still want to do reviews of all the arcs, which I am still currently working on at the moment, but at the same time I still want to make more fun what if style of videos like this. So yeah, just let me know what you guys think. Anyways, that was the video. I hope you all enjoyed. If you made it this far, please be sure to like and subscribe. And yeah, that's all I got. Peace.